Hello everyone, welcome back to Susie Saves. I am Susie. For those of you who may be new here, hello! My name is Susie. We are a dual income household of me and my husband, and this is our Transfer Tuesday video. So we do a lot of cash stuffing and we do a lot of budgeting out here in the real world, but a lot of our money stays online in the banking system. And so these days are the days where we go and we look at what we've contributed and how it's growing. For us specifically, this is a brokerage account and 2 Roth IRAs. My husband also has a 401k, but we haven't decided about sharing that yet. I think it would be pretty easy to do, but I can't give details about like what it's invested in, I don't think. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Welcome to the last Transfer Tuesday of August. It is the 26th, and this is my Roth IRA. As you can see in the corner here, it is up to $32,381.59. And I'm just going to start at this current value column and work our way down. So I have $3 in cash, $2,600 in VOX, $3,000 in IVV, $2,800 in the Target Date Fund. This is the 2060 Fidelity Target Date Fund for retirement. $1,100 in Nvidia, $1,000 in Tesla, $16,600 in VOO. VOO is my preferred index fund, but if you have your own, obviously that's all good. Good on you. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for accountability and to see the growth over the years. $1,700 in VDC, $700 in FFGCX, this is the global commodity stock for Fidelity. $1,200 in VIG, almost $1,000 in Coke, and then almost $500 in VTI. VTI is a new fund that I joined. I used to have it back in the past, and then for some reason, I think when I rolled over my 401k into a rollover IRA and then into the Roth, I changed it. But we're looking at diversifying a little bit more, maybe buying some solo stocks from there, but that did not happen this week. This week, we got $200 that we put in there, and then I spent that money on VOO because it was actually down last week, you know? The market fluctuates all the time, and so if I see something is down, I'm going to buy it because that is good. Next is our brokerage account. On Fidelity, that's called a cash management account. If you see in the top here, it's got $2,584.52. $1,000 of that is in cash. So whenever you make a contribution or a deposit into any of these accounts, it always goes in as cash. And then you need to take the extra step in investing it so that that money can actually grow. However, this $1,000 of cash is the only $1,000 of cash in our emergency fund tied to a physical like bank card. The other $9K is in a CD, so it's earning a little bit more extra interest. So if we were out somewhere or we needed the money to be readily accessible, this is the money we would use because it is attached to like a bank card. After that, we have $150 in Nvidia, $1,300 in VOO, and then about $100 in Coke. This needs diversifying. I hate how this looks, but it doesn't get a lot of money right now, so I don't know if it's worth buying $25 of any certain stock. It probably would be. So we'll look at diversifying this in the near future once we start thinking about adding more money to it. And this week specifically, it got that $25. This is a 3% raise that I earned in October. And then I spent that on VOO because like I said last week, VOO was down, and it does go up and down all the time, but I buy stocks on Thursdays. And so it's not always down just on the day that I happen to buy. So it was this time. So I took the liberty of purchasing it then. last but not least is my husband's Roth IRA. He's got $3,614.38. We always split our Roths evenly now, but he just started his job in April. I've been putting into my Roth IRA since I maxed it out last year and maybe the year before. I'd been trickling money into it. Last year I fully maxed it out, and I'll fully max it out this year. But he just started his in April, so that's why there's such a big discrepancy between our Roths. So his just hasn't had the time to compound growth like mine has been. Anyway, we're going to start at the top here. I've worked on diversifying his portfolio into some of the things he wanted, but we'll be doing a little bit more of that here soon. He's got $6 in cash, which is perfect, $1,800 in VOO, $400 in his target date fund, $200 in SPY, $400 in VTI, $550 in VIG, $100 in VDC, and then $100 in Coke. And then if we look here specifically, this week he got $200 just like I got. We always get the same amount. And then, like I said, VOO was down, so I went ahead and bought more VOO for him as well. Like I said, that is my preferred. Doesn't have to be your preferred. I'm not a financial advisor. There's no reason you should follow any of the advice that I give. I'm not here to give advice. I'm just here to show you what I'm doing. So that is what the online accounts are looking like. For total, for everything, it's $38,580.49. So we got big ups. At the end of next month, when quarter 3 is over, we'll go over a little bit about the growth that we've had this year in these areas. So if you're interested in seeing how much it's grown, I would love to talk to you about it. Considering that we didn't have like any of these accounts up and running really, other than like my Roth, which was like $10,000 lower than it is now, I think it's going to be really interesting to look at. But if that interests you, subscribe and stick along. I'd love to have you with us. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.